Welcome to Always OTOLI. This is an introductory video so that our viewers understand who we are and effectively what we're about. What is OTOLI? O-T-O-L-I. It's a small village in India which has got nothing to do with us. In our case, it's an acronym for on the outside looking in. So always on the outside looking in. We believe that many situations need a deeper assessment into circumstances surrounding that particular event, and very often it's difficult to ask the right questions when one is too close to the wood to see the trees, so to speak. Very often when you're too close to a situation and you're not looking at the greater view, you don't ask questions pertaining to the greater view, those external impacts on your particular environment or on the particular situation. Take, for example, being stuck in the desert. All you see is dunes. You don't have sufficient information as to whether to go north, south, east, or west to survive. You need a bigger picture. Zoom out a fraction and what do you see? Greater land area, but insufficient data to be able to make the correct choice. Zoom out again, and what do you see? You see even more square kilometers of dunes, and again, insufficient information to make a very necessary choice. Zoom out a last time, and you will see that to the north is a river source called the Acronym River. It's fresh water, you can drink, you can survive. Had you gone west, you would have found the Atlantic Ocean, if you could have made the distance, and you can't drink salt water. South would have taken you deeper into the dunes and death. East would have taken you deep into dunes, and you wouldn't have been able to find a civilization or a town or whatever it is, or people that would have been able to help you. North was the only option, and the only way that you could have known that was by getting a greater perspective on your particular situation and position. OTOLI is about asking questions of situations that we find interesting and where we find questions that haven't been posed in the media that we've been able to discover, or insufficient questions have been asked about a given situation. Many times there will be no answers to the questions that we ask because the situation is sensitive, it is embroiled in politics or secrecy, and the answers just aren't available because nobody holding the smoking gun is going to come out and say, yes, it was me. OTOLI asking the questions might cause viewers to become a little more intrigued about a given situation. The questions might cause a viewer to look at what they've heard about a given situation or subject and say, no, what we've been told is not necessarily the truth. Or if it is, it's partially the truth. There's a greater mass below the surface. What we are seeing is misinformation or disinformation or the tip of an iceberg. You might not see the entire iceberg, but when you realize that you're looking at the tip, it'll give you an understanding that there is more to the situation than meets the eye. OTOLI is about putting credible links to questions, sources, potential answers. It's not about chasing CNN, MSNBC, BBC, Radio Moscow, whoever, because we don't believe the narrative most of the time. Mainstream media has agendas that are deep, mysterious, and not necessarily in the public interest. So we will endeavor to make sure that anything or any information that we supply is credible. We'll put any information links on future videos so that inquisitive viewers can drill down further and find more information about a given subject, should they wish to. Bearing in mind that we don't want to sit here and post 6-hour videos, we will try and keep the information short, concise, and accurate. On the outside looking in, always. We really hope that you enjoy the ride. Please make sure that if you want to follow us in the future, that you subscribe. If you like future videos, find them interesting, please like them so that other people can derive benefit from the questions that we ask and potential intrigue. It's important to be inquisitive. It's important to find out how the world around you actually ticks. Goodbye.